This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Loot Crate. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. Earlier this year I reviewed a watch called the Pebble Smartwatch, but now Samsung has released the Samsung Galaxy Gear, which has way more features, a camera, better display, but I'm going to see whether that actually translates into a better experience. So let's going to start this review of the Galaxy Gear and take a look at the design and the hardware. And the Samsung Galaxy Gear does have a rubber wristband and also too a stainless steel housing that's going to be keeping the display and all the other things that go inside of this smartwatch. And overall, I would say that the watch is stylish. I mean, it does look good. It doesn't look bad, and it's definitely going to be something that's going to catch people's eyes once you do put it on your wrist. I just feel that it's a little too big, and even for me, and I have kind of big wrists. Now, another thing, if you are going to be writing on a desk or typing on a keyboard on a desk, this watch will be fighting with that desk because the metal on the bottom just always seems to kind of knock on the desk, and it's very annoying, and sometimes I just end up just taking the watch off altogether. But for the most part, while wearing this watch around, it felt comfortable. Now, one thing to also note is that the Galaxy Gear is not waterproof. It is water resistant. So I did accidentally get into the shower with this thing, and I kind of freaked out, and I took it off, set it to the side. And the worst thing that happened to me was that the lens itself for the camera got fogged up, but that cleared up over a day or so. And the Galaxy Gear has a 1.63 inch display, which has a 320 by 320 resolution, and it does look good. It is an AMOLED display. So it's going to be good. Outdoors in sunlight, it does have an outdoor mode, which like most devices still just only helps a little bit. But I did like the display, especially using it indoors. It was sharp, it was crisp. Now you can activate the display by pressing the power button or by lifting your arm like you're going to check the time on your watch, and it should turn on automatically. This doesn't always work, but it's not something that missed all the time. I did find probably it worked 70% of the time. As I just mentioned, the Galaxy Gear does feature a power button, but that's the only button you'll find on this watch. But you'll also find two built-in microphones and also a speaker that's actually at the bottom of the watch on the wristband. And this will allow you to take phone calls with your watch by itself. And so the Galaxy Gear does work with the Galaxy Note 3, and when you do receive an incoming phone call, it'll pop up on your watch and also on your phone, but you can choose just to answer it on the watch, and now you can talk into it. And you don't have to hold your hand up to your ear and act like you're talking to the fake phone. You can actually leave your arm sitting on the table, and the other person will be able to hear you, and you'll be able to hear them on the speakerphone. Now, call quality is okay. I wouldn't say it's on par with your cell phone, but it's going to be decent enough for those kind of rare circumstances where you do want to talk on your watch instead of talking on your phone. It will work, but the speaker is not that loud, so you probably going to want to use it mostly indoors and away from noise. While you're in a call, you do have a couple options. You can choose to mute the microphone, and also you can choose to send the call from your Galaxy Gear to your Galaxy Note 3, and now you can just pick up that phone and start talking. So this is going to be really good if you have your phone somewhere in the living room and you're in your bedroom. You can just go ahead and answer the call on your watch while you try to locate your phone, which is not that big of a deal with the big Galaxy Note 3. But once you locate it, you can go ahead and switch the calls and start talking on the phone like normal. And the one feature that the Galaxy Gear does have that a lot of smartwatches don't is a built-in camera. So this camera is a 1.9 megapixel shooter, and it's going to get you decent images. It's not really as bad as I was expecting out of it. And I would say the camera is right there on par with some of the top smartphones and their front-facing cameras. But one thing to note is that it does always make the shutter sound, so it kind of prevent people from being too sneaky with it, like in the bathroom or something. It will always make the shutter sound, so somebody will know that you're taking the picture. They may not know what you're taking the picture with, though. And this camera can also record 720p video clips at 15 seconds for the length, and they're actually decent just like the photos. And I would say overall the quality that you get with this camera is kind of right there on par with the front-facing cameras of most of the smartphones on the market right now, which isn't necessarily bad from a camera like this. And it's located on the front of your watch. You may have to angle it down a lot to get a decent shot, but I think it's in a good location overall, and again, the quality is okay. Now, all your pictures and videos are going to be stored on the 4 gigabytes of internal storage inside of the Galaxy Gear, but at any time you can go ahead and transfer them directly over to your Galaxy Note 3 wirelessly, and so you can share them on your favorite photo sites like Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Now, inside the box that the Galaxy Gear comes in, you'll also find this cradle, which is absolutely necessary to be able to charge your Galaxy Gear. So you simply just place your gear inside this cradle, snap it shut, and it has a micro USB port that you plug into. Again, just plug it into your wall, your computer, to start charging it. Now, as far as battery life, this watch will be able to get you about a day's worth of usage before you need to put it on the charger, usually before I went to sleep. Now, when it comes to a watch, you really don't want to have to think about charging it, so a day is really not that long. But I'll have to wait and see till other competitors come out with the same amount of features in a watch of this size and see if all those have better battery life. And if that's the case, we can definitely start to knock this Galaxy Gear a little bit more for it. Now, the Cradle also houses a NFC chip that will allow you to easily sync up this Galaxy Gear with the two devices that it works with currently, and that is the Galaxy Note 3 and also the Galaxy Note 10.1 2014 version. This is a tablet, of course. And so you simply just tap it on the back of those devices while you have the Gear Manager application open, and it'll sync up and pair it up, confirm it, and you're good to go. Now, speaking of the software, the Gear Manager application on Android is decent. It will allow you to adjust some of the settings when it comes to the clock, so you can adjust the appearance of the watch built inside of it. And also, this is where you're going to be able to adjust the settings for the different applications that you have installed. And also, it will take you to the Samsung App Store to be able to download different applications from third-party developers. Now, taking a look at the software that's actually on the watch